Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be reacting to a very good fitness documentary made by Al Jazeera and it's called
That's pharma-grade growth hormone.
Boston helped start a trend that has spread as social media has grown.
Name a bigger doctor.
And now, a new generation of influencers are promoting illegal bodybuilding drugs classified as research chemicals. Some of these drugs have been linked to organ damage, heart failure, and in some cases, death.
And if you look around in our fitness industry, this is becoming a major issue. And most likely, your favorite fitness influencer is on something like either TRT, steroids, peptides, prohormones, SARMs, you name it. And because of their huge following and their huge influence, their followers might fall into this trap because they will think that this is the only way to achieve the body that you want and to achieve success.
50 mcgs into each pec.
Boston's death reverberated throughout the fitness world. But it didn't stop young bodybuilders from using steroids and research chemicals or posting about it online.
What's the role of social media in promoting these drugs? Oh my lord, we don't even know the numbers now. Off the chart.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, Lloyd was one of the OGs who started speaking openly about this stuff, and then he just opened the floodgates to this new era of fitness influencers.
2023 found TikToks showing bodybuilding drugs were seen over 500 million times in the US in 3 years. 420 million views were from 18 to 24-year-olds.
People that age are more likely to try these things without thinking about consequences.
Alex Hawgood spoke to dozens of teenage boys, some as young as 13, for a New York Times investigation into the negative effects of fitness content.
Out of 40 boys that I spoke to, all of them said that they were not only aware of research chemicals, but open to doing them.
This is so crazy because, as I said, instead of focusing on the basics, they feel the need to take something where you don't. You just have to learn the basics, eat well, train hard, recover. Crazy mentality that you have to be on something in order to get the results.
The next generation of fitness influencers speaking openly about their use of performance-enhancing drugs on social media.
You need your peptide. Second of all, you need your bacterial static water.
So we reached out to Arnold Shue.
How is this stuff even allowed online to promote this so openly? It just baffles my mind, especially on TikTok. TikTok is so bad for this stuff. If you follow the fitness trends, you're just going to be bombarded with these guys taking all these freaking pep.
We met with him the night before a bodybuilding competition in Belton, Texas. He's here with his coach and his mom, who traveled all the way from Shanghai to watch him compete.
I mean, honestly, he looks like he's the same age as his mom. I mean, I understand he's on diet. I've been on diet, but come on, he didn't age me like 50.
Whatever happens, happens. Maybe. Oh, yeah.
So you're taking all this stuff just to look like that? Come on, man, this can be achieved naturally. Like, for what is he using this stuff? And he just basically destroyed his health just to look like that. Mid-physique and looks natty. It's not. It's like full of drugs. Come on.
How do you feel about your physique right now when you look at it?
You're never satisfied. I'm never satisfied.
There's now two incentives here. One is to do it to get a body that performs well, and then the other is a branding opportunity to sell these products to others.
It's so sad to see that he basically achieved something like this, which could be achieved in like 7-8 years, with pushing all these drugs and influencing these kids to do the same.
Arnold works with one of the most popular research chemical companies in the U.S., Research Chem. He receives a commission for every product sold using his promo code.
And it's all...
So if you look at all these influencers nowadays, they're all backed by some of this kind of shady company, like a peptide company or a TRT company, and they make so much money. Even Lloyd, he was backed by some research company who was selling peptides, and he said it. He said that he's making the most amount of money from these companies. Guys, don't fall in this trap. This is crazy, man.
This stuff meant for what you're taking it for? Is it all legal?
I have to say that, yeah, research purposes only because it's on the label, so.
How many different types of those things do you think are part of your...
If it says research purposes only, why would you put something like that in your body? It just blows my mind.
If we combine androgens and we combine peptides, I would be pushing 10.
The sale of these drugs for human consumption is illegal.
Do you experience negative side effects?
Everybody does. I do too.
Like what?
I would say anxiety sometimes, right? It could maybe spark your anxiety, mood swings here and there. Not major. For me, it's nothing major because I know what I'm doing.
This is always the case, they always downplay, oh, I just got some side effects, but it's not too bad, blah, blah, blah. They always lie. I know some of my friends, they were taking steroids, and I know what kind of effects they have, and they always try to downplay it. So just don't believe this stuff.
O'Connor warned Arnold about his use of experimental drugs.
It's a slippery slope because that's how it starts. You just start with peptides and then you just go to the next level and then you go to the next level because you're never going to be satisfied. You're just going to reach a point when you're going to get stuck, you're going to hit a wall, and then you're just going to try the next thing.
I don't agree with that. I disagree with that. I think it's bad.
Why?
It's unethical. He's selling drugs.
So this amazing peptide.
Not everything's deadly, but it's like this kind of combination of unregulated substances being put into these young bodies, also with these extreme strict diets. It's almost.
And basically, you don't know what kind of effects they will have in 5, 10, 20, 30 years.
It's like these guys are guinea pigs. It's not good for them, but we don't really know how bad because most doctors don't even know this is happening.
And so when the brand is centered around something that's dangerous, I just wonder if you reconcile that you might be influencing people.
I don't worry because if they want to do it, they're going to do it anyways.
This isn't the dark web. This is Instagram, correct? I don't understand how something can be so evidently illegal and so in the open.
It's $1 million question.
I mean, we all know that what we see on TikTok over here in the West versus what people see on TikTok in China, where this thing appeared in the first place, is just totally different. Over here, we just get stuff which is bad for us.
The FDA told us in a statement that they carefully prioritized their limited resources to focus on the most severe cases involving research chemicals. Does the FDA's failure to regulate these chemicals pose a threat to the American public?
In my opinion, it does. It does pose a threat.
And not only to the American public, it's everywhere now. It's in Europe, it's in the UK, it's in my country. Everyone is hooked on it. And in my gym as well, like these young kids, they just basically coming now to train and they're already speaking about it. They learn how to eat first, learn about proper form, not about SARMs. You're joking.
It's incredible, actually. In 2 years, I see so much peptide and SARM talk all over the place now.
The secrecy around the sale of these products makes the companies difficult to regulate. The owner of Research Chem goes.
It's crazy how they make it look so cool that you're just taking these drugs. I remember a few years ago it was cool to drink a pre-workout or a energy drink and to do all sorts of tricks and stuff, and now it's doing tricks with freaking drugs. What the hell? What's gonna be next, guys? Come on.
It's just like everything is a facade. You don't really know what you're getting from what you see. People post stuff online and they lie about.
I mean, I'm not surprised. The supplement industry is not regulated at all. So you might buy protein powder and then you end up with rice powder. The same with everything. The same with all the vitamins. They've been found so many times that these supplements are either underdosed or they are totally different or they don't contain anything. So the same thing with the peptides. There's so many companies now. How you will know that putting the right thing or the right dosage or the right compound or is in a clean environment? Yeah, guys, so this is what I wanted to share with you. I hope you will learn some good pointers out of this, and I hope this kind of convinces you in any way to pursue natural bodybuilding, because at the end of the day, you're playing with fire. You don't know what you're putting in your body, and even if you know, you don't know what are the effects going to be, and nobody knows, because these things are research purposes only, as they say on the label. Because anyway, once you stop this stuff, you won't be able to maintain it. So why not spend 5, 8, 10 years of your life building that strong foundation, because what you build naturally, you're never gonna lose it for good. Because even if you stop for a while, then if you start to train again, it will come back. But if you mess up your stuff with steroids or peptides or SARMs, you might not be able to build that muscle. You might interfere with your hormones, which will destroy your ability to build strength, to build muscle, to be healthy, and to perform your best. like what you can build naturally, because it's possible if you're really dedicated, if you eat well, if you focus on recovery, if you train hard, if you learn a bunch of stuff about your body, you're gonna succeed 100%. So please stay natural, please give natural bodybuilding a chance. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.